What's up, y'all? It's Jonathan Rollins. I'm back with another reaction to a Swedish classic. Before we get started, I gotta remind you about my podcasts. I have Sova Händer. It's me and my Swedish bestie talking about the latest in pop culture, politics, current events, our personal lives, all from a Swedish and American perspective. And then I got Teach Me Sweden. It's a Swedish history podcast by me and my comedian homie, and we're teaching each other different stories about Swedish history that the other one doesn't know about, and we do it through comedy. And then there's NFL. It's me and my American homie, who also lives in Sweden, talking about American football in a way that Swedes will get. It's really fun. So check any of those out. They're all available wherever you get your podcasts. And now it's time for today's reaction. Today I'll be reacting to a song called Hercules, and it's by Hoola Bandoola Band. I'm used to saying Hercules, and that's probably how I'll be saying it. Don't get mad at me if I'm not saying Hercules. I'm sorry, I'm not Swedish, but I do know that we pronounce it differently, but I'm still me. So forgive me in advance if I do that. But I'll try my best to say Hercules since I'm in this country and this band is Swedish. This song reminded me how long I've been doing this project and how much music I've listened to. Because originally I had planned to do Keops Pyramid. And I was like, is it Sheops? Is it Keops? And I was like going through it, did the research and all that stuff. And it felt familiar, but I know I had reacted to their music before. Then I sat down, ready to react to Keops Pyramid. Went in to grab the video from YouTube, and I saw the video had been watched already, and I was like, no wonder this stuff sounded familiar. I found my own reaction as I was preparing to react again. I'm so glad I didn't react twice to the song, but I did watch some of it, and it was a dope-ass song, so that made me even more excited to do a song of theirs, but I was ready to just do a different song. I felt it was only right if I had been prepared to do a Hoola Bandoola Band, then I would just do a different Hoola Bandoola Band song. So I went through to see any other suggestions that you all had given me that had some other people interested. And it was the song Hercules. So that's what we're going to do. So a little bit about Hercules. It was released in 1972 on that same album, Vem kan man lita på, that Keops Pyramid is on. So I'm hoping it's a similar sound because that song was dope. The album is said to have solidified the band's reputation as a central voice in the prog movement, as I probably told you before. So it's more than just a good sound song. It's probably gonna have a message to it. That's what I'm looking for. The song's supposed to be about strength, perseverance, our ability to change things. Sounds like we're going a little deep. I like depth. Depth is good. Depth and storytelling, which is also something that's supposed to be found in this song. I'm gonna like this? What? Am I gonna like this? Do you think I'm gonna like this? I think I'm gonna like this. Fun fact, the band was formed in 1970. And in 1971, they had their first radio hit, and they were immediately contacted by two radio companies. One was a commercial radio company, and the other was MNW. And this was a critical decision for them because you either go commercial and sell out, as we would say now, or you go with MNW, which is more underground or not as commercial. Hoola Bandoola Band chose the alternative company MNW, of course, because I didn't name the other company. And people were like, yes, we respect you. And I'm sure people are waiting. People are always waiting on you to make that slip up. Hoola Bandoola Band did not slip up, and they stayed true to their alternative roots and the prog movement by picking MNW. And in turn, became known as one of the top bands on the alternative Swedish scene. Nice. They're considered a cornerstone of the prog movement. They're active between 71 and 76. You know how I feel about Björn Afzelius. Him and Mikael Wiehe, I hope I'm saying that right, were the leaders of this whole thing. They released 5 studio albums together and are a classic band. So it's time for me to throw my guess out there. I'm going to guess this song goes something like Hercules, Hercules. Om vi är så stark som Hercules kan vi ändra jorden. Hercules, Hercules. Vi måste vara stark som Hercules. That's my guess, man. And then a whole bunch of stuff in there leading up to it. A couple changes. I think it's going to be, my guess is going to be 3 songs in one. We're going to have a couple changes that take us in different directions. 3 parts of this song is my guess. From the things I've heard from all in the past. All right. That's an educated guess right there. I put some thought into that. All right. Let's see how right I am. It's time to figure out what this song's all about. I got the lyrics right here, so I can read along as I listen. Let's do it. Here is Hercules by Hoola Bandoola Band. Was that a yawn?
Bandet går.
Skånska. Huh? Okay, groovy.
Det har blivit svårare att skratta och det går längre mellan varje gång. Och vår värld har blivit så liten att själva kroppen känns för trång. Och snart är uppfostran så fullständig att de som gräver sin egen grav inte tänker på något annat än att de ska ha mer betalt. Kom och sätt dig här intill mig, lilla vän, så ska jag berätta hur det är och hur det känns. Och om du lovar mig och fråga hur jag har det, ja då lovar jag och fråga samma sak.
Okay, I guess that's the first verse. Really nice, man. It's got that throwback feel to it. Like, it feels like the 70s from what I heard growing up of bands and stuff from back then. It's got that rich feeling, like a road trip type of music vibe. I hope that makes sense to y'all, but it feels completely crystal clear to me, the type of music that this is reminding me of. There's a nostalgic feel to it that I really like. I love the way he's singing. I love the harmony that they're putting on it. And there's a really nice groove to the song so far. I want to get back to it, man. So far, so good. Really good.
För Herkules var valet trots allt ganska lätt. Det fanns 2 vägar att välja på och en var fel och en var rätt. Men du står i varsin urskog utan varken vägar eller mål. Och ändå krävs det av oss att vi ska veta vart vi går. Men kom och sätt dig här intill mig, lilla vän, så ska jag berätta hur det är och hur det känns. Och om du lovar mig och fråga hur jag har det, ja då lovar jag och fråga samma sak. Och domedagen närmar sig, det säger de allihopa. Och siare och profeter ser slutet komma mot oss. Men om livet är ett helvete för många och ett paradis för få, vad fan snackar de då om domedag? För det är samma nu som då. Nej, kom och
Yo, that's a bar. We call in rap music, you say that's a bar. They just said some real shit right there, man. On a song like this, I didn't even mention it the first time we took a break. The lyrics in it are so good. Like, the stuff they're saying is some real stuff, and they're saying it and making it rhyme and make sense and package it so nicely. And then that I like that they kept the theme going too. With the talking about the end of the world is coming, and then it's like the end of the world is here. I mean, this is not great. It's not great the way it is. Wow, I got to go back a little bit. I feel like I stepped on something, but really, really Really good lyricism, and I love that last line. It's resonated a lot with me right there. Let's go back and then we'll continue.
Siare och profeter ser slutet komma mot oss. Men om livet är ett helvete för många och ett paradis för få, vad fan snackar du då om domedag? För det är samma nu som då. Nej, kom och sätt dig här intill mig, lilla vän. Så ska jag berätta hur det är och hur det känns. Och om du lovar mig och fråga hur jag har det, ja, då lovar jag och fråga samma sak.
Really? Oh, we got a breakdown. Yeah.
Jag kommer sätta dig här intill mig, lilla vän. Så ska jag berätta hur det är och hur det känns. Och om du lovar mig och fråga hur jag har det, ja, då lovar jag och fråga samma sak. Ja, då lovar jag och fråga samma sak.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Wow. That was, man, I'm like breathless here, man. That was Hercules, which was not about, that was Hercules by Hoola Bandoola Band. I was way off, of course, but I did feel like they were going to talk about society, but I thought they'd talk more about strength and us, fighting the system, but they're talking about empathy, basically. It feels like they're talking about like caring about each other, man, and that's getting lost nowadays. As somebody who feels like we don't care about each other as much as we should, this song really hit home. The lyrics were fantastic, the execution was fantastic. One thing I didn't mention, because there was so much stuff happening, it's crazy because there's so much stuff happening. It's like they focused on putting together a great arrangement. Check. They focused on good execution of the singing, like with the harmony and then the lead singer. He even went got a little loose later on in the song, just, showing off the vocals a bit. Check. Got some good singing, and then lyrics just hitting home and having a message that we can all understand. Check. Great song. Banger. I want to hear this again right now. I don't know if I've rewinded so much to listen back to something in the past either. So good. Those of you, I've edited it by now, but I wanted to make sure that I heard the whole execution of that line that I loved so much. So I did rewind a few times in this sitting. Men om livet är ett helvete för många och ett paradis för få. Yeah, really more so now than then. Vad fan snackar de då om domedagen? För då är det ju samma nu som då. Fucking great lyrics right there. Sorry about my accent, whatever. It still hit home. A person not even from this country, that's from a place where it's, in my opinion, getting more and more that divide between the haves and the have-nots. And it bothers me, of course, that happens anywhere, but especially in my country that I love so much. So I'm glad that in my second country that I also love, that there's an artist like Hoola Bandoola Band saying this right here that I think needs to be heard, and it needs to be heard a lot right now. So those of you listening, I challenge you to send this song to some people around you so they can hear this beautiful message, because it's really, really important to hear, in my opinion. it's important to hear now, and I'm glad I got to hear it. So thank you for the suggestion. What a wonderful song that sounded good and had a very strong message that is still relevant 50 years later. Damn, that's gotta feel good, man. I don't know. I know Björn Afzelius passed on. I think Michael Weahy passed on. But if any of the other ones are still alive, they should really be proud of being a part of this song that is still relevant. Imagine making some art that is still a banger 50 years later. That is really dope. All right, thanks for the suggestion. You too can leave suggestions, of course. Hop down in the comments, leave your suggestions there. If you see some suggestions that you think are a good idea that you want me to check out, then go ahead and like those, because the more likes, the more likely I am to add them to the ever-growing list. And speaking of that list, the next song that I'll be reacting to is called Dina, or Dinah, Dinah, and it's by the group Blackness that I heard for the first time not too long ago. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, get notifications, and most importantly, spread the word. Let people know about this American comedian living in Sweden, reacting to classic Swedish music. The last part of the chorus in this song, I want to mention that again before, as I sign off, that I really like the Om du lovar mig att fråga hur jag har det, ja då lovar jag att fråga samma sak. That means a lot right now when people, everybody's moving so fast, it's holidays, and we forget that some people are having it tough. So make sure to check on your people, man. Ask them how it's going for them. It feels good to find out that people care. So be that person that asks first, and then tell them how you feel too, especially this time of year. All right, spread that around. I'm glad I got to hear this at this time too. Thanks again. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next classic. Peace.